salaries is going to be the next big expense after your house bills, after your mortgage, even probably more than your mortgage and your house bills. Your salaries are going to be the biggest nut that you're going to have to cover. But this comes as you acquire residence. So this is not something that you're going to be having to deal with until you actually get residence. So you're not don't expect to have like this bloated payroll before you get any client. I mean, before you get any residents moved in. The residents, the salary increases as you have people that to care for. You don't need to pay anybody prior to that. So you can use that money to pay for the pay your salaries. You will have upfront costs when it comes to nurses. They're going to help you with certain things. They might charge you things here and there before you get a resident for like paperwork or documentation that they help you with. Or if you pay, like I said, you play a consultant, you pay us to help you. There's fees there. Um, Nurses want to, they're definitely going to charge you to go do assessments, and if you don't get those residents, so then that does come out of pocket. But that's usually 175 to $200, 250 at the most that I would pay a nurse to go do an assessment of a potential resident. So, and then you think about utilities, that's going to be sort of a fixed cost once you figure out exactly what, once you have a full house or 85 to 90% um occupancy, you'll know exactly what your utilities are going to be based on like electric, water, and stuff like that. You get a basic cable plans and internet and stuff like that, so you know all the streaming and your ring cameras and everything that's going to stay the same no matter how many residents you have. um Supplies is tricky and groceries are tricky, so you just want to really, once you get a good menu, we offer menus and we help you with the menus. Once you get a good menu, you figure out the budget for that. And then supplies, you just want to make sure that your caregivers, I'm gonna touch on this quickly, we gotta move on. Touch on supplies. You want to make, because supplies can really get tricky, because say like dishwashing liquid or laundry detergent, like that could really become a really big bill because people just not using the required amount. So you really have to be a stickler when it comes to like stuff like that, because people will overdo it, like caregivers overdo it because it's not really their stuff and they're not thinking about it. They're probably using like how to use it at home, when this stuff has to really be portioned out in a really really smart way, because these are like added costs that would like come out of nowhere, and you'd be like, where did this, $300-400, we lost $300-400 every month or something, and kind of find out it's on dishwashing liquid and laundry detergent and bleach and stuff like that, or cleaning supplies, because people are overusing it, and you're not buying concentrates and you're not doing, so there's different things that you need to be thinking about.